How does an entrepreneur win the psychological battle with their mind so they are free to create the business breakthrough that they desire? In this video, I will be sharing with you, number one, why that opposing force that keeps defeating you is not against you. And two, I will show you how to be able to win this psychological battle with your mind without brute force. So this brings up the question, would you like to win the psychological battle with your mind? If so, then we have a guided audio available for you free of charge that supports you on your journey in winning this psychological battle with your mind. All you have to do is go to the description box. There should be a link, a WhatsApp link. You can send us a message telling us what is the psychological battle that keeps defeating you, and we'll send you the appropriate audio, a guided audio that will help you to win the psychological battle with your mind so you are free to create the business breakthrough that you desire. It's free of charge. So who am I? My name is Vineet Bhatia, and I train entrepreneurs to win the psychological battle with their minds so that they are free to create the business breakthrough that they desire. I've worked with hundreds of entrepreneurs at different stages because ultimately you win and lose in business dependent upon whether you can win or whether you are defeated by your own mind. So without further ado, let's jump in. We have a problem. For most entrepreneurs, when they're experiencing a plateau in their business or their performance is being affected, the root cause of that is in the mind. That they are generally being defeated, or there is a conflict in their mind that's occurring. Right? That'd be fair to say. How are you trying to resolve this problem of being defeated by your psychological mind in the pursuit of your business breakthrough? I can tell you from personal experience, having trained many entrepreneurs, that there's a theme. For most people, they're trying to fight the aspect of their mind that they feel defeated by. And I get that. That's the world that we live in. We think it's a problem, so we want to attack it. Nothing wrong with will, using your will to overcome this aspect of your psychology. Yet for most people, what tends to happen, they feel defeated. So they're actually giving up on making the most optimized decisions and the actions that they need to take in their business. Therefore, the performance of their business is affected. So why does fighting this opposing force, why does that not work? Let me break it down for you. This psychological battle that's occurring is a battle between two aspects of your mind, two aspects of your consciousness. One aspect that you feel defeated by, you see it as your enemy, you see it as a problem, so you want to stamp it out. But that's the problem in itself. This opposing force is not against you. It was created in your earlier years in order to protect you. That opposing force, the reason that it arises is because it sees you trying to get the business breakthrough, you trying to act on it as a threat. It sees the threat being that your psychological survival is threatened. When there is a threat in the air, this opposing force becomes stronger and it wants to fight you. So therefore, if you look at the unconscious aspect of it, actually it's trying to protect you. It's trying to preserve you. Its aim is survival. So therefore, is it actually against you? It is not. It looks like it's against you, but it's actually not. And that is where the clue lies. In that when we have this awareness of this opposing force not being against us, we are able to gain the awareness and understanding of what this force is, this opposing force, and we're able to get beyond it. So, if that makes sense, let's now dive into actually learning to win the psychological battle with your mind. So, step number one is to gain awareness of this psychological battle. So I would ask you this question. So what is your version of this psychological battle that you're facing? How would you label it? Is it Is it that your mind says to you you're not good enough? Is there a self-esteem issue? Is there that you're scared to fail? Maybe there's anxiety. So I want you to gain awareness of it, because my philosophy when I train entrepreneurs and the results that I've seen is that we're coming from a scientific perspective of holism and not reductivism. The point being that you are to gain awareness of this so-called opposing force. I want you to write down, what is this opposing force? What are the thoughts that are arising that is trying to battle you? What are the feelings that are arising? What are the emotions that are coming up that are trying to derail you from moving the direction of a successful business? What are those actions? Write the thoughts down, write the feelings down, and then write down the behaviors that are playing out as a result of the opposing force. So you're befriending that, okay? When you've got the awareness, you will start to become attuned to how you feel about this opposing force. And as I said earlier, most people see the opposing force, the psychological battle, the foe, as an adversary, something that they need to defeat, so they fight it. What we're going to do in step number 2 is to learn to neutralize this, okay? Because as I said earlier, the essence of it is, it sees your goal in business as a threat, so it's trying to shut you down. So there is an unmet need that's occurring at an unconscious level. It has a goal that supersedes your goals. You could say it this way: it has a survival goal greater than your goal in business. So the neutralization process is about you learning to be present with the threat that you feel in your body, learning to be present with the emotion, because emotions are the language of the unconscious. When we learn to be present with them without opposing them, without resisting them, they can fall away. And that is what we're to do. I want you to get in touch with the emotion that sits in the body that you see as the opposing force, and I want you to become present with it and learn to feel through it. If you do that, it will dissipate and fall away. So why does this neutralization process work so well? It's because it takes into account the true nature of the mind. And in that process, when you understand the true nature of your mind, and at its core it's survival, you will see that it's not against you. When you're no longer in opposition, right, to that which is trying to fight you, you can now let it go, because ultimately it had a need. And by you becoming aware of it and understanding it, you can let it go. That's the paradox. When you're fighting it, you lose to it. It becomes stronger. When you now are aware of it and you meet its need, now you can let it go. And then we move into step number 3. Because step number 3 is about, there's an action or there's a decision that has to be made, right? Which the opposing force has been cancelling out. Now you pick up the gauntlet. I want you to become aware of what is the action or the decision that you have to take. Hopefully now the opposing force should have been neutralized. If it hasn't, you can repeat the process again and again until the opposing force is cancelled out. Then you go and make the decision or the action. That is the way to be able to win the psychological battle with your mind without brute force. Because the only reason that you needed brute force, or you thought you needed it, was because you saw it as an opposing force. It's never against you. It's for your survival. It just has a different goal to your business goal. Hopefully that makes sense to you. And once again, if this neutralization process resonates, I would invite you to go along to the description. There is a WhatsApp link. You can message us for a free guided audio that will take you on the journey of winning the psychological battle with your mind. All you have to do is go to the link, send us a message, tell us what is the psychological battle that you're facing. We'll send you the appropriate audio that will support you on your journey, and it's free of charge. We're genuinely trying to support you, the entrepreneur, to win the psychological battle with your mind. So I hope this has served you, and please go and apply this. We look forward to hearing from you. My name is Vineet. Over and out.